Hello, I'm Ali, and I've been teaching English for over 10 years. Throughout my career, I've had the pleasure of working with students from various backgrounds, each bringing their unique challenges and aspirations. My journey as an English teacher has been incredibly rewarding, and it has given me a deep understanding of the common hurdles that learners face. From pronunciation issues to grammatical complexities, and from building vocabulary to gaining confidence in speaking, I've seen it all. Early on, I noticed that many students felt overwhelmed by the traditional methods of learning English. Textbooks filled with complicated rules and endless lists of vocabulary often made the learning process seem daunting and tedious. It became clear to me that there was a need for a more engaging and simplified approach to teaching English. Driven by my passion for teaching and my desire to make English accessible to everyone, I set out to develop a method that would transform the learning experience. My goal was to create a system that not only simplifies the complexities of the language, but also makes the process enjoyable and practical. After years of research, trial and error, and gathering feedback from my students, I have crafted a fun and easy method to help you master English. This method is built on 3 core principles: simplicity, engagement, and practicality. I believe that learning should be straightforward, with concepts broken down into manageable parts. Each lesson is designed to build on the previous one, gradually increasing in complexity without overwhelming the learner. Engagement is another crucial aspect. Learning a language should never be a chore. It should be an exciting journey. That's why I incorporate interactive exercises, real-life scenarios, and multimedia resources to make the lessons dynamic and interesting. Whether it's through role-playing, watching English movies, or listening to English songs, my method ensures that you remain actively involved in the learning process. Practicality is key to mastering any language. It's not just about knowing the rules, it's about being able to use the language in real-world situations. My approach focuses on practical usage, ensuring that you can apply what you've learned in everyday conversations, whether you're traveling, working, or simply socializing. Throughout this story, I will guide you through the essential steps of learning English, starting with the basics and gradually advancing to more complex topics. We'll explore grammar in a simplified manner, improve your listening and speaking skills through engaging activities, and enhance your reading and writing abilities with practical exercises. Additionally, I'll introduce you to various technological tools and cultural resources that will support your learning journey. My mission is to make English learning a positive and empowering experience for you. I want to see you succeed, gain confidence, and enjoy the process of mastering a new language. So, let's embark on this journey together, and I promise you'll find that learning English can be fun, easy, and incredibly rewarding. Learning English starts with understanding the basics. Just like building a house, you need a strong foundation before you can add the walls and roof. In language learning, this foundation consists of simple vocabulary and phrases that you can use in everyday conversations. Mastering these basic elements will give you the confidence to engage in simple dialogues and gradually tackle more complex language structures. Let's begin with the most fundamental words: greetings and polite expressions. Words like hello, goodbye, please, and thank you are not only easy to learn, but also crucial for polite communication. These words are the building blocks of everyday interactions and are used in almost every conversation. Here are a few more essential phrases to get you started. Hello. A basic greeting used to start a conversation. Goodbye. A word used to end a conversation. Please. A polite expression used when requesting something. Thank you. An expression of gratitude. Yes. An affirmative response. No. A negative response. Excuse me. Used to get someone's attention or to apologize. I'm sorry. An apology for a mistake or inconvenience. Practice these words and phrases with friends or family members. Repetition is key to memorization, so try to incorporate them into your daily routine as much as possible. For example, greet your family members with hello in the morning and say goodbye when leaving for work or school. Use please and thank you when asking for or receiving help. The more you use these words, the more natural they will become. Next, let's move on to some basic questions and answers that you can use in everyday conversations. These will help you get to know others and provide basic information about yourself. What's your name? My name is Ali. How are you? I'm fine, thank you. And you? Where are you from? I'm from your country. Do you speak English? Yes, I do. No, I don't. Can you help me? Yes, of course. These simple questions and answers are great conversation starters. Practice them with a partner, taking turns asking and answering the questions. This will help you get comfortable with both speaking and listening in English. Understanding these terms will help you discuss and plan daily activities. To further solidify your understanding of the basics, immerse yourself in simple English media. Watch children's TV shows or listen to English nursery rhymes and songs. These are designed to be easy to understand and are often repetitive, which helps with memorization. Additionally, labeling objects around your home with their English names can be a great way to reinforce vocabulary. For example, place a label on your door that says door, on your table that says table, and so on. This constant visual reminder will help you associate the English words with the objects they represent. Remember, the key to mastering the basics is consistent practice and immersion. Use these simple words and phrases as much as possible in your daily life. Don't worry about making mistakes. They are a natural part of the learning process. The more you practice, the more confident you will become. With a strong foundation in the basics, you'll be well on your way to becoming proficient in English. Grammar can be intimidating, but it doesn't have to be. By breaking it down into simple, understandable parts and practicing regularly, you can master the basics of English grammar with ease. Let's start by understanding how basic sentences are structured and gradually build from there. In English, the simplest sentence consists of a subject and a verb. The subject is the person or thing performing the action, and the verb is the action itself. This basic structure forms the foundation of English sentences and is crucial to grasping more complex grammar rules later on. One of the most fundamental verbs in English is the verb to be. It's used to describe the subject and is essential in constructing basic sentences. The verb to be has different forms depending on the subject, such as am, is, and are. Mastering these forms is a significant step towards understanding English grammar. When practicing grammar, it's helpful to start with simple, declarative sentences. These are straightforward statements that provide information. As you become more comfortable, you can move on to forming negative sentences by adding not after the verb to be. This allows you to express what something is not, which is just as important as saying what it is. Once you're comfortable with declarative and negative sentences, the next step is to learn how to ask questions. In English, forming questions often involves inverting the subject and the verb to be. This can feel a bit tricky at first, but with practice, it becomes second nature. Asking questions is a vital part of everyday communication, so getting a good grasp on this is essential. Consistency in practice is key to mastering grammar. Set aside a little time each day to practice forming sentences, both written and spoken. Engage in exercises that challenge you to use new vocabulary and sentence structures. Don't worry about making mistakes. They are a natural part of the learning process. The more you practice, the more confident you will become. Interactive exercises can be particularly beneficial. These exercises might include filling in the blanks in sentences or rearranging words to form correct sentences. Such activities help reinforce the rules and patterns of grammar in a hands-on, engaging way. As you progress, you'll start to notice patterns and rules in English grammar. For instance, many verbs follow a regular pattern when changing tenses, but there are also irregular verbs that don't follow these patterns and need to be memorized. Gradually incorporating these into your practice will enhance your understanding and fluency. By starting with simple, clear sentences and gradually introducing more complexity, grammar can become manageable and even enjoyable. Remember to keep practicing regularly and to use English as much as possible in your daily life. The key to mastering grammar is persistence and consistent practice. With time and effort, you'll find that grammar becomes a useful tool rather than a daunting obstacle. Listening and speaking are two of the most critical skills in mastering any language, and English is no exception. Developing these skills requires consistent practice and exposure to the language in various contexts. Here are some strategies to help you improve your listening and speaking abilities in English. One of the most effective ways to improve your listening skills is by immersing yourself in English language media. Watching English movies, TV shows, and videos can significantly enhance your ability to understand spoken English. Choose content that interests you, whether it's action movies, romantic comedies, or documentaries. Pay attention to how words are pronounced and the rhythm of the language. Don't worry if you don't understand everything at first. Over time, your comprehension will improve. Similarly, listening to English songs can be a fun way to practice. Songs often use everyday language and can help you become familiar with common phrases and expressions. Try to sing along and imitate the pronunciation and intonation. This will not only improve your listening skills, but also your speaking fluency. Engaging in role-playing exercises is an excellent way to practice speaking. Find a partner who is also learning English or a native speaker willing to help. Create dialogues based on real-life scenarios, such as ordering food at a restaurant, booking a hotel room, or having a casual conversation about your day. Role-playing helps you practice using new vocabulary and grammar in a practical context, building your confidence and fluency. The shadowing technique is a powerful tool for improving both listening and speaking skills. It involves listening to a piece of spoken English and then repeating it as accurately as possible. Start with short, simple sentences and gradually move on to longer passages. Focus on mimicking the speaker's pronunciation, intonation, and rhythm. This exercise helps you develop a natural speaking flow and better understand how native speakers use the language. Participating in language exchange programs can provide valuable practice. You can connect with native English speakers who want to learn your native language. This mutual exchange allows both parties to practice speaking in a supportive environment. There are numerous online platforms where you can find language exchange partners, such as Tandem, HelloTalk, and Conversation Exchange. There are many apps designed to help you improve your listening and speaking skills. Apps like Duolingo, Rosetta Stone, and Babbel offer interactive lessons that focus on pronunciation and conversation practice. Speech recognition technology in these apps can provide feedback on your pronunciation, helping you make adjustments and improve. Take every opportunity to practice speaking English in real-life situations. Whether it's with friends, colleagues, or strangers, use English as much as possible. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. They are a natural part of the learning process. The more you practice, the more comfortable you will become. Many communities have English-speaking clubs or groups where learners can practice together. These clubs often organize meetings where members engage in discussions, debates, and presentations. Joining such a group can provide a structured and supportive environment to practice speaking. Podcasts and audiobooks are excellent resources for improving your listening skills. They cover a wide range of topics, so you can choose something that interests you. Listening to different speakers will expose you to various accents and speaking styles, enhancing your overall comprehension. When watching videos or listening to audio content, use subtitles or transcripts to help you follow along. This can be particularly helpful when you are just starting. Over time, try to wean yourself off the subtitles and rely more on your listening skills. Recording yourself speaking can be a useful exercise. Choose a topic, speak about it for a few minutes, and then listen to the recording. Pay attention to your pronunciation, intonation, and fluency. This practice allows you to identify areas for improvement and track your progress over time. Improving your listening and speaking skills in English takes time and consistent effort. By immersing yourself in the language through various media, practicing with partners, using technology, and engaging in real-life conversations, you can build your confidence and fluency. Remember, the key is to practice regularly and not be afraid of making mistakes. With dedication and persistence, you'll find that listening and speaking in English become more natural and enjoyable. Reading and writing are equally important skills that complement your listening and speaking abilities. They help you understand context, expand your vocabulary, and express your thoughts clearly. Here are some strategies to enhance your reading and writing skills in English. Begin your reading journey with simple texts. Children's books, short stories, and easy-to-read articles are excellent starting points. These materials are usually written in clear, straightforward language, making them accessible for beginners. As you read, take note of new words and phrases, and try to understand their meanings from the context. As your reading skills improve, gradually move on to more complex texts. Choose materials that interest you, whether they are novels, newspapers, or academic articles. Reading a variety of genres will expose you to different writing styles and vocabulary, broadening your understanding of the language. Writing regularly is one of the best ways to improve your writing skills. Start by keeping a journal in English. Write about your daily activities, thoughts, and experiences. Don't worry too much about grammar or spelling at first. The goal is to get used to expressing yourself in English. Over time, you can focus on improving the accuracy and complexity of your writing. Engage in various writing exercises to practice different aspects of writing. These might include writing short stories, essays, letters, or even social media posts. Experiment with different genres and styles to find what you enjoy most. Writing prompts can be a helpful tool to inspire your creativity and guide your practice. Reading extensively is one of the best ways to expand your vocabulary. Whenever you encounter a new word, try to infer its meaning from the context before looking it up in a dictionary. Keep a vocabulary notebook where you write down new words along with their definitions and example sentences. Review this notebook regularly to reinforce your memory. Reading helps you understand how words and phrases are used in context. Pay attention to how sentences are structured and how ideas are connected. This will improve your comprehension and make your own writing more coherent and logical. There are numerous online resources and apps designed to enhance your reading and writing skills. Websites like Grammarly and Hemingway offer tools to improve your writing by checking for grammar, punctuation, and style issues. Reading apps like Kindle allow you to look up words instantly and make notes as you read. Joining a reading group can provide motivation and support. These groups often select a book to read together and then meet to discuss it. Participating in these discussions can improve your comprehension and critical thinking skills, as well as provide an opportunity to practice speaking. Sharing your writing with others and receiving feedback is crucial for improvement. Find a writing partner, join a writing group, or participate in online writing communities. Constructive feedback can help you identify areas for improvement and motivate you to refine your skills. Consistency is key when it comes to reading and writing. Set aside time each day for these activities. Even 15-20 minutes of daily reading and writing can make a significant difference over time. The more you practice, the more natural and effortless these skills will become. Enhancing your reading and writing skills in English requires regular practice and a willingness to challenge yourself. By starting with simple texts, gradually progressing to more complex materials, and engaging in various writing exercises, you can develop a strong foundation in these essential skills. Remember, the more you read and write, the more proficient you will become. Embrace the process and enjoy the journey of becoming a more confident and capable English reader and writer. Technology offers numerous resources that can significantly aid your English learning journey. From interactive lessons to language exchange platforms, leveraging technology can make learning more accessible, engaging, and effective. Here are some ways to incorporate technology into your English learning routine. Language learning apps like Duolingo, Memrise, and Babbel provide structured, interactive lessons that cover vocabulary, grammar, and pronunciation. These apps use gamification to make learning fun and motivating, with daily challenges and progress tracking. They are particularly useful for practicing on the go, allowing you to learn anytime, anywhere. Websites like Coursera, Udemy, and edX offer a variety of online courses in English language learning. These courses often include video lectures, quizzes, and assignments, providing a comprehensive learning experience. Many of these platforms also offer free courses, making them accessible to everyone. YouTube is a treasure trove of educational content. Channels like Fluent English Podcast, English Addict with Mr. Duncan, and BBC Learning English provide lessons on various aspects of English, from grammar and vocabulary to pronunciation and idioms. Watching videos can help you improve your listening skills and understand different accents and speaking styles. Listening to English podcasts is a great way to improve your listening skills while on the go. There are podcasts tailored specifically for English learners, such as The English We Speak and Luke's English Podcast. These podcasts often discuss everyday topics and include explanations of vocabulary and expressions. Platforms like Tandem, Hello Talk, and Conversation Exchange connect you with native English speakers who want to learn your native language. This mutual exchange allows you to practice speaking and listening in a real conversational setting. Many of these platforms also offer text and voice chat options, providing flexibility in how you practice. Online dictionaries like Merriam-Webster, Oxford, and Cambridge provide comprehensive definitions, example sentences, pronunciation guides, and even language tips. They often have thesauruses integrated, which can help you find synonyms and antonyms to expand your vocabulary. Some dictionaries also offer language learning tools, such as Word of the Day and quizzes. Websites like BBC Learning English, VOA Learning English, and British Council offer a wide range of resources, including articles, videos, interactive exercises, and quizzes. These websites cater to different levels of learners and cover various aspects of the English language, from grammar and vocabulary to pronunciation and writing skills. Reading ebooks and listening to audiobooks are excellent ways to immerse yourself in English. Websites like Project Gutenberg offer free access to thousands of classic books. Apps like Audible provide a vast library of audiobooks across different genres. Listening to audiobooks can help you improve your listening skills and understand the rhythm and intonation of the language.